So Hickory is well on their way. They come into this with a 25-point lead over Seneca, and neither team has a relay here. Lakeland, Schuylkill Valley, Derry Area, Wyomissing, Central Cambria, Paul Robeson, Avonworth, and Mohawk were the 8 teams to advance out of the group that came here to try to qualify yesterday.
Yeah, by the end of the day yesterday, the wind had died down some, but it was pretty cold. The official time has just come through at 3:56.83
for North Penn
so
in their relay. Yes,
that's a National Federation time.
Yep, certainly is. Wyomissing, that is their runner. They were 27th last year, but they were the top seed out of districts this year. And I say 27th because remember last year they had a timed final in the 4x4 because of a weather situation that they had at the end of the day Friday last year. Fortunately, nothing like that this year. No storms. In fact, I don't think it really ever stormed here. Last year on Friday, they were just very concerned.
They were very concerned, and then it didn't materialize.
Central Cambria, Derry Area, you see some of their runners waiting on the infield. Just moments away now from the start of the 4x4. We are told the delay we are having is because of a malfunction with the FAT. And you see the Finish Links trailer down on the right side of your screen.
They're handing out the batons now. I might point out, you talk about an issue with the timing. Last week in District 4, during the 4x4, the last race of the day, the last handoff of the 4x4, a runner fell, rolled into the plug that was powering the FAT system and knocked it out. They had no times for the third heat. They had to wait 2 hours and rerun just that third heat in order to determine who was qualifying for the state championship.
And
Mark, why did they have to do that? Couldn't they have entered hand times?
Well, unfortunately, no, because the other 2 sections had already run with the FAT system operating. They already had official times. Joe Kelly, who was the meet referee, contacted PIAA, and unfortunately, if you've already run 2 sections with FAT, you have to run all 3 with FAT.
Okay.
So they had to wait. They waited about 2 hours and reran it in an empty stadium. Actually 3 teams, 2 automatic qualifiers, the champion and second place, and a third team from Warrior Run actually qualified on time.
The other 2 teams were Danville and Southern Columbia.
Yeah.
Thank you for that clarification.
But that was a first, let's say, for District 4.
All right, here we go now in the 2A boys 4x4. Hickory again has all but clinched the overall team championship, and this relay will not affect the outcome of that. But for Wyomissing, who had the top time out of districts, and then again the top time yesterday running out of lane 4, this could cap off a very good day for them. They've had a lot of medalists, especially on the track.
And Wyomissing is moving smartly there in lane 4.
Approaching the first exchange.
Wow, moving very well in lane 4 is Wyomissing.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, we've seen him have a great day here at the meet. Hasn't been out there first and second on the medals, but he's contributed.
Mohawk has run nicely in lane 8. Avonworth has run nicely in lane 7, but this was a very, very productive opening leg for Wyomissing to open up the lead now as they're able to break the stagger as we approach 2.5 laps to go.
And that was a great example of the sprint exchange there, Rick, too, that Wyomissing had.
Yeah, he really pulled through.
Still Wyomissing. We might have an injured runner there in the very back as they come around the turn here on the front stretch, and it's still Wyomissing with the lead.
Well, you do want to finish. You have to finish to get a medal.
Another good sprint exchange.
Came in at 140 at the halfway point. Lakeland won it last year at 322. In fact, they're the two-time defending champion.
You know, Rick, one of the things we talk about in the relays is you want to be running while everyone else is standing still. You saw that with Wyomissing. Two great exchanges have really built this lead for them.
Yeah, those were textbook illustrations. Now we did that segment where we showed some a 4x8 exchange by the Hershey High School girls. They had helped us out, Taylor Mortensen and Hannah Jones. But we're seeing textbook here from Wyomissing.
Still Wyomissing here with one exchange to go. They have led from the beginning. And they make the pass at the 2:31 mark. Rest of the exchange is back from there. And now Wyomissing trying to hold off all challengers here with 300 meters to go in this 4x4.
Nice solid running. Seems to be running conservatively in preparation for a big kick to finish. So make sure you hang on to the baton.
Schuylkill
Bring
Valley.
it home.
Sorry, Rick.
Sorry.
Schuylkill Valley has come up. Mohawk has come up, but it's going to be Wyomissing. 27th a year ago. That's one of the last place finishers from last year, all the way up to first in 2017. And they go 3:21:49 to do so. Great run for Wyomissing. Lots of happy young men there.
Yeah, very nicely done. And again, if you want to see textbook on a good sprint handoff, you saw two excellent examples of that in the first two exchanges from Wyomissing.
And again, we're assuming that the team points data we have up here is accurate, and that is a big assumption. But if it is, Wyomissing would have worked their way into second place as a team overall in this meet by virtue of that finish. So no doubt they'd be very happy about that if that turns out to be official. And we are going to try to get confirmation on all of that before we leave the air.
And this young man ran a great opening leg for Wyomissing.
Yeah, he's had quite a day. He was on their 4x18. He also ran either in the 1600 or the 800. I'm not sure, but quite a versatile athlete.
All right, on to 3A boys now, and the final event of the day. Central Bucks West had the #1 time in the country.